Hey, Pastor, my name is Larry Williams. I'm the CEO of Next Level Church Marketing, and I've had the privilege and opportunity to work with well over 100 churches across the U.S. and Canada. And I want to talk to you today about the 4 critical questions that every church must be able to answer about their ideal disciple. So let's dive in. What is an ideal disciple? An ideal disciple is the persona or avatar that church identified in their community, that they are the most equipped and the most best positioned to reach and disciple right now. So it is the avatar or persona of within their community that church is the most positioned to reach and disciple in their community, that they can actually reach and disciple right now. I believe every church in America has an ideal disciple. So once you've discovered who that person is, these are the 4 critical questions that every church must be able to answer about that person in order to effectively begin to reach and disciple them right now. Number 1, when are they the most aware? When are they the most aware? What streaming platforms are they currently on? What social media platforms are they currently on? Where do they get their news? Where is their attention now? It's critical that church, that pastor, understand where that person's attention is right now. Very critical for them. If they're going to effectively reach, you need to know where they're at currently. So that's number 1. Number 2, what are they the most interested in? What are they the most interested in? What concerts do they go to? What music do they watch? What movies do they watch? What shows do they like? What books do they read? It's very, very important. Once you understand who it is, you need to know what makes them tick. What are they interested in? Do they like sports? Do they not like? What kind of things? What hobbies do they enjoy? Not necessarily that you're going to find a way to be relevant in all of those spaces. It's just really important to know those things about them. So when are they the most interested? What are they the most interested in? Number 3, what is their greatest desire? What is their greatest desire? Based on the place in life that they are currently, what are their biggest desire? What keeps them up at night? What's the thing that they're most concerned about now? We know they're supposed to be concerned about their salvation and getting right with God, but they're not right now. But what are they interested in? What is their concern? It's critical that churches understand what those people's concerns are, because if you're going to reach them, you have to know where they're at now. It's not their job to come to you. It's your job to come to them. So you have to know what is their biggest desire, their biggest desire. And if you discover what their greatest desire is, how can you build a bridge between what they want and you ultimately reaching them and discipling them for Christ? What is their greatest desire? Number 4, probably the biggest one, most important. What causes them to take action? What influences them to take action? What makes them choose one item over another item? What causes them to choose one store over another? What causes them to choose one school over another school? What goes on in their minds that causes them to make this choice over another choice? Very, very important that you understand the way their brain works. If you're going to evangelize them and disciple them, you have to know what causes them to make decisions, because ultimately you're going to need them to make a decision to follow Christ, but also make a decision to follow you. So if they're going to make that decision, what's going to cause them? What causes them not to take action? Do they have church hurt? Have they been in a toxic church in their past? And it's going to cause them to kind of, I don't know about that. What causes them to take action? So let me review. When are they the most aware? What are they the most interested in? What is their greatest desire? And what causes them to take action? Now, that's a lot, but man, oh man, the churches who dig and discover that about their ideal disciple flourish when it comes to growing their ministry and really making disciples, what Jesus told us to do. So how do you do this? How do you discover how to do these 4 things? Well, let me just give it to you. If you want to discover this, firstly, you have to discover who your ideal disciple is. And shameless plug, I actually have an entire program that helps you to discover that, called the Ideal Disciple Discovery Process. And if you're interested in learning more about that, set up a meeting with me and I'll discuss how we can partner with your ministry to help you discover over that. But if you already know who your ideal disciple is and you're just wanting to really dig down on these 4 questions, what you want to do is you want to create a survey. Even on Google, I believe that Google has a Google form. You can create a Google form for free and write questions that will help you to understand these 4 categories, and then do a community survey to people who meet the criteria of who your ideal disciple is and ask them to answer these questions. Maybe you offer an incentive to get them to answer this question. Say you're doing a community, like you're wanting to do a survey to better serve your community. Just let them know, hey, I'm a pastor who's interested in learning more about you and learning about more about my community, and I want to serve. So we just want to know more about you. There's no other incentive. But as you begin to get more and more people to answer this question, I would say getting maybe 25 to 50 people in that community to answer these questions, and you begin to find trends, then you can begin to take that data and actually begin to implement it in your communications, and it will cause you to just flourish and really begin to see exponential growth in a way that you haven't before. So I'm excited for you. Please let me know if this is helpful for you, and I'll notify you in our next video. Be sure to subscribe and like the video. Let YouTube know that I'm here and I'm looking to help pastors. So do that for me. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next video.